Hey, I'm James Barr. I'm a comedian. I host a gay and a non-gay podcast, and I'm going on tour this year with my new comedy show, Sorry I Hurt Your Son, said my ex to my mum. When I first started in radio, I found it really difficult to be myself, and I had bosses that told me I was too camp on air, so I had to tone it down and pretend to be straight. All right, mate, here's Kylie. And it was really difficult, but I think as I've become more confident in my own queerness, I've been able to stand my ground and confidently be who I am when I broadcast, and I'm really happy to be working for a radio station that lets me do that now. I think that queer people constantly come up against microaggressions all the time. I mean, the other day I was doing a photo shoot and someone told me I had to wear a t-shirt and I couldn't wear a sleeveless cardigan. And I wanted a gun show. People had bought tickets to that, and sadly it was cancelled. But that's the problem. I feel like we are constantly, and hey, who knows if that was just because that's not what they wanted or because it was too gay. Either way, it feels like a microaggression, so you do have to constantly stand up for yourself and advocate for yourself, and it is exhausting having to do that on a daily basis. When an old boss told me that I was too camp, I just internalized it for the longest time, and I tried to stop being camp. I think the thing with queer mental health at the moment is that we're constantly under attack, and it's really difficult to fight up against that. But we are really suffering as a community, not just because of that, but I think in general, we hate ourselves. And so we have a lot of work to do. And it really upsets me because I'm part of that problem, and I've spent weekends partying, running away from my feelings. And I feel like one of the biggest fights we have is not just with right-wing politics coming for our actual human rights, but also our own mental health. And we have to fight for that just as hard, if not harder, because until we love ourselves, it's going to be really difficult to advocate for our entire community as well.